Okay, are we good now? I'll just do it like this. And I'm gonna grab my laptop so that I have access to other stuff, and then we can get going. I'm gonna watch Zoso vs. Slox. Alright, the weeps are already in chat. I guess we're in there, kinda sorta. I think I need to grab a chair to put my laptop on. That's probably the best solution. But yeah, Zoso asked me to do this one. So I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm open to suggestions, obviously. I might be biased. I might end up watching my own matches or something just for my own sake. But yeah. Alright, let's get started. Whew. Oh yeah, can you guys hear the sound? Let's test this.
Perfectly, we're top 100.
Alright, so can you guys hear the sound?
Sheik Marth again.
Yes or no? Oh, sick. So it's working. So if I do this, which is what I was trying to show you the other day. Can you guys hear this? It's pretty sweet. Oh, hey, Fly. So is everything... Okay, so you guys can hear it. Who are my mains? I play pretty much every character, honestly. My Puff and my Ice Climbers are my two worst good characters. I'm still not absolutely terrible with them, but I wouldn't be confident with them playing against a competent opponent. Slox plays a lot of characters. I've seen him play Fox, Falcon, Marth, and Sheik in tournament. Best trailer. Should I click this? Oh, Kings of Cali.
Whoa. Whoa, son.
Yeah, I remember that. Alright. So theater mode, I guess. And let's watch. Okay.
Perfectly.
I'm gonna beat this though, so I can actually talk over it. Alright, I'm gonna assume... Yeah, I agree that it makes sense. They're both very unique characters that require a lot of, I guess, specialized training in my eyes. I think Puff is actually very difficult in the sense that the way you approach learning her is very different than you approach learning other characters. And Ice Climbers, I mean, you just have to learn so many things. But yeah, let's see this. So, I'm gonna, again, assume Zoso's Marth. So this is pretty good, but I can't help but think he went in a little early there. He could have got Beard, probably, but that's a risk. I guess you could be willing to take his Marth. So just as a Sheik player for a second, let me point this out. So right here, you short hopped with your back. Slox already started fast falling. I'm trying to pause it before he fast falls. Okay, so right here. This is a pretty interesting situation. Oh, I didn't add frame by frame yet, but I probably should at the suggestion of several people. I will do that. But so he fast falls and he tries to get the bear out, but he gets clipped by the down tilt. But he could have easily not fast fallen right there, and not fast falling gives him access to various drifts. So when you're around here, if you don't fast fall, you can drift a lot further, right? Because if you fast fall, you're not going to get as much out of your drift. So that's a way a mix-up could be created there. Zoso challenges him with down tilt, which is fine, especially if he's crouch canceling anything Sheik does. I can't help but think though that 1/6 the character height shorter. Yeah, I wish a lot of things about Sheik. I've actually thought a lot about, like, I wish I could mod melee, because I think I could mod melee in a way that almost no player would actually notice, but it would make the game feel better. That would be my goal. There's a lot of things in melee that almost work out or are almost good, and I think I could easily change those things and most people wouldn't notice the difference, but it would make the character feel better. And it would make them generally slightly better, like quality of life things. A lot of it's related to frame advantage on shield. Some things just aren't quite there. But anyway, so after this down tilt, Marth has a chance to get a mix-up if he wants to. Dave plays it pretty safe, but I think... I'm not exactly sure. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong, but it's just one of those things to not take for granted. Yeah, it'd be awful to play with if you actually played competitive melee, but I think it would be like a wonderful change to normal melee. I'd change all these little things. Like, one of the first things I would change is the fact that ports matter for grabbing. Like, the fact that port 4 is better than port 1 for throwing someone is absolutely ridiculous. That should not be in the game. And it changes so much. Like, most top players don't even know the difference, so it wouldn't change a thing for them, but it would be so much more consistent. Anyway, again, what Zoso did is not wrong by any means, but I think it's really important as a Marth player to be cognizant of what happens after you down tilt an opponent. That's like a key point. Yeah, port priority determining who wins same frame grab collisions. What would you do about that one in particular? Because the port 4 versus port 1 thing, it's pretty easy. You could just standardize it, right? And make it all the port 1. But for port priority, what would you do, Fly? I haven't thought too much about that, but I feel like there should be a reasonable solution. Actually, I just thought of something interesting, but I want to see what you say first. Anyway, I was going to say, so when Marth players land a down tilt, I can understand that playing Marth is frustrating sometimes, and one of the keys to not being frustrated is not taking situations for granted. So as a Marth player, you get this down tilt, grab clank, okay. That makes sense. I thought of an alternate solution that wouldn't have a grab break, because I thought that one is probably the best. But you could also arguably go for some sort of balance where maybe the character with the shorter grab range gets the grab, for example, as a reward. Like, for example, if Marth and Fox clanked grabs, then Fox's grab would win. So that would be, I guess, an interesting idea. I don't know if it would be good or bad. I mean, it almost never comes up, right? Like, almost never do two characters grab on the exact same frame. But if it did, I think that might be an interesting solution as well. Anyway, so again, I think it's important to note what happens after down tilt. Lots of Marth players I see are actually pretty good at landing down tilt and pretty bad at outplaying the opponent afterwards. And it's not always favorable to try to outplay them, but it's worth considering. Anyway, he backs off. So, Marth does have to respect Sheik with her back to him, but at the same time, I think Slox is actually getting away with a lot of stuff here, right? Which isn't to say bad, like it's a risk he's willing to take. Like he did an aggressive waveland towards him and short hop at him. These are situations where as Marth, rather than holding your ground behind him, I would have liked to see Marth dash forward, for example, and get under Sheik, and ideally cross her up. That's something PP would be likely to do. Again, there's nothing wrong with what Zoso did, but it's something to consider. He just messed up his movement there. Great shield drop, fair. Slox was definitely over-aggressive. So here, again, you have to make the most out of your hits. I'm surprised he jumped there, because after this shield drop fair, I would have maybe dashed. I think if he dashed absolutely perfectly, and I'm not positive, but if he shield drop faired, fast fell perfectly, and started a dash right here, he probably could have gotten another short hop tipper fair when Sheik fell to around here. Maybe Sheik could have double jumped out, but it would have been pretty tight. Nice dash attack. But I was actually going to comment on this situation. This is something else I've noticed where one of the differences between PP and typical good Marth players is that I don't think the dash attack would have comboed. It would have been much easier for Sheik to jump out. I mean, the short hop fair probably wouldn't have comboed, but I guess I would think of the dash attack as a call out on them not jumping, while I think of going for a second short hop fair as like, this is very likely to work if they don't jump frame perfectly. And even if they do jump frame perfectly, you can still pressure them. While with dash attack, it's more like I'm either going to read the jump or I'm going to read them not jumping. So this situation's pretty common where I'd say lots of good players, like even top players, get this situation and they get something like, oh, I can dash behind and grab. But something I think PP does is he defaults to going one extra layer. His default is actually one layer higher than that, where he'll dash behind and then he'll wait even more. Because there's relatively little downside unless he gets called out. But I guess you could say he might lose an opportunity, but usually it's not too big a deal. So he might have waited for Zoso or for Slox to wave dash out of shield. Okay, this dash attack was good, but instead of short hopping with his back and then going for a back air, I probably would have said, so up tilt, he should almost definitely, again, dash right, short hop fair. Almost every time Marth wants to bear, I'd say 80% of the time turning around is better. But anyway, short hopping backwards is good. But again, I wouldn't have, if you look at the angle here, I might have to slow this one down. Perfect, that's fine. This is fine so far. But then I would have, once you see Sheik jump, Marth probably could have reacted about at this point in time. You probably want to land or set up for some sort of up air right here. You either want to set up an up air or land and then get some sort of up tilt or fair. But by double jumping backwards aggressively, he only caught this angle, which wasn't very, I guess if it worked, it would have been wonderful, but like, I don't think it was a necessary commitment because he probably could have covered this area in the middle and then still covered the outside area. So he ends up missing that, and I think that's a huge opportunity in Marth Sheik. You can't really afford to miss those. Oh, well, Sleepy, that's going to appear on, like, the chat, right? FYI. But am I? Should I take that off? Hey, what's up? Garbage Can Gaming. Should I change that, Sleepy? Anyway, so he misses this bear. This could have been a big opportunity. Doesn't punish the dash attack, which is fine. I mean, it's hard to react to those things. I totally understand that. Ideally, he would have just wave dashed in place and then turned around, grabbed, or F smashed him. Can you tell me how to change stuff, Sleepy? Oh, cool. What's up, dude? How did he get back right here? He could have... I'm surprised he stood still. Yeah. Should I do it right now? Yeah, I remember it. I even opened it. So I just take this, put it here, watch video. Oh, you're the person who offered to wear the Armada mask. So, is there a, can I theater mode this? Is that a thing? Or do I lose that capability by using this? Do I lose the ability to make it bigger without full screening? Because I don't want a full screen. I will continue here while I wait for a reply. Anyway, misses the punish. You can zoom in. Oh, you just mean like literally zoom? Like, I guess that does work. There's this question mark here. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Rovid? No, I'm not gonna send you a message. Leave me alone. Okay, anyway, so let's continue this. So Zoso misses his punish. Press forward. Oh, he actually rolled. I think pressing forward was better. Goes for F smash, which is good. I do think he should have pressed forward though. Oh, so let's go back here. So at this point, it's already not going to work, which means maybe he should have committed to this earlier. I like that he ran off faired. It's just, this is the point where you have to be run off fairing is the thing. Or maybe my stream schedule. I've been streaming after I wake up, but before I leave to go play Smash. So something around the times like noon to 3 or something. Anyway, so the runoff fair is a good idea if you get it when Sheik's around here, but Zoso commits to it a little too late. That sucks, but that is how stuff works. Wait, did he? I didn't actually read the grammar. That's funny. So right here, he lifts the dash attack. It's fine. You should always crouch cancel here. If you crouch cancel this fair, so this is common in a lot of matchups where you try to hit Sheik, she double jump fairs you, but if you're at low percent, you can just ASDI down and then punish her for that. And you can do it pretty consistently. So again, watch this. Let me try this frame by frame feature. Whoa, how interesting. What the fuck? Is it skipping frames? I'm confused. Like, what was that? Did I do this wrong? Someone help me out here. Okay, so 1 frame, lifts the dash attack. Oh, it goes 4 at a time? Oh, okay, okay. I mean, the video is probably not even in 60 FPS. Interesting, interesting. Okay, anyway, so let's get back to this. So you get faired here, you hold down, he could have easily held down and then F smashed him again, but doesn't quite. Yeah, it's weird, right? It definitely was doing something weird. I don't think I'm wrong about that. That's unfortunate, misses the punish. Grab edge, press forward. Again, you should press forward, not roll here. Yeah, it's skipping a strange amount of frames. It seems inconsistent. Anyway, so if you roll here, the problem with that is that Sheik can just go straight up. And if Sheik goes straight up there, well, I will figure it out later. Unfortunately. So The problem with, again, rolling is that if Sheik goes straight up, you roll, she goes straight up, she just falls back to the edge before Marth has time to do anything. If you press forward, you could wave dash back to the edge. It does make this harder to cover, but it's definitely worth it, because after pressing forward, so imagine Marth had pressed forward here. You can still just wave dash past them in F smash. Also, after rolling from the edge and Sheik recovers to here, it spaces the tipper for you. Zoso takes a step, which is unnecessary. Forward throw. I like side B here. What if the Marth is over 100? You just press forward earlier. It doesn't make a difference, really. Yeah, you just press forward earlier. Anyway, so right here, once Sheik jumps to here, so again, as you wave dash to the edge, this is important. As Marth wave dashes to the edge, he should be reacting. So at this point, I'm reacting to what Sheik's doing. Sheik double jumps here. I usually side B right here as Marth, and then go for a double jump fair or down air, depending on the spacing and hit stun and stuff. Dude, your Marth seems good so far. But yeah, so I think side B here is good. Again, see, the roll spaces the tipper for you, and Dave does it this time. The only time it doesn't space the tipper is if Sheik recovers like literally right there. If she recovers directly on the edge, then it won't space it for you. I think Marth could have committed earlier here. So right here, again, as you're whipping the fair, that's a perfect time to add a reaction point. I talk a lot about reaction points. I think they're super important. So as Marth's landing, he's whipping fair, right? Anytime you put your character in lag, you need to stop and be like, what's he doing? You can already see Sheik is here. It might be a slightly delayed reaction, but you'll notice it. So at this point, I think Marth could have done something within human reaction time, like reasonably. Again, I think anytime you commit to shielding with a character, you should be looking for the out of shield punish. So he shields just in time, and the reason he shields is because of the dash attack. So he should have been ready to wave dash back and grab. Being able to wave dash out of shield and punish dash attack is pretty important. Happens again. I think just wave dashing out of shield and punishing here, you could wave dash in place and turn around and grab. That would get him a lot of mileage. Nice shield drop up air, up tilt. Oh, that was great. That was great. So if you notice, this nair is really good, actually, because if Sheik just lands, it pressures her pretty hard. If she jumps, obviously she gets hit. She could have probably moved backwards, but it still would have been pretty hard to whiff punish. So at this point, I would have already reacted to the fact that Sheik up B'd. Again, I'm not sure if that's a delayed reaction or not adding a reaction point at the right spot. So right here, watch this. Jump, land, perfect. You full jump. Sheik's already been up B'ing. So by the time you get to here, it was probably reactable. So again, I'm going to go back. This type of stuff is pretty important in my opinion. So great fair, lands. So stop. This is the point I would have already started your reaction time as you're landing from the fair. But you haven't seen it yet, so you choose to full hop. At this point, you should already know she's up B'd, and you should just fast fall back to the ground. But you go for the up air, so Zoso misses the opportunity there. Marth Sheik is a lot of this stuff. It's like you gotta hit all those openings that you create. I wouldn't say the side B was bad. I probably wouldn't have continued after the first one or two. Slox is a weird up air. It works out pretty well, but fair was definitely the right choice. Yeah, the video's not uploaded in 60 FPS, obviously, but... This is an interesting jump. Probably should have just taken the back air to the shield. Like, again, Sheik's already short hopped. I don't think it's worth challenging her, but... This happened earlier and I didn't comment on it, but now that I see it happening again, it's pretty important. I'm actually going to go all the way back. All the way back, because... So this is something interesting and it's important for understanding and analyzing matches, which is the only reason I'm going to point it out. Right here, I'll wait for it to happen. I haven't watched too much of the match, so it's not going to be a big sacrifice. Okay. This happens. This stuff happens. Waiting for it. Sorry. I believe it was on the right side of the stage. So right here. Watch what happens. Sheik lands a fully spaced back air on shield. So at this point, she lands the back air. I think that going for an aerial out of shield is clearly not the right idea versus Sheik specifically at that range. She doesn't really threaten you immediately. It's not like she's gonna dash and nair at you fast enough or something like a Fox might. So he does this aerial, but I was sort of like, whatever, that's not a big deal. But the fact that it happens again later makes me comment on it, because I didn't think it was a big deal. I figured it was just like a slight misjudgment, but it appears to be like a somewhat consistent response. So when you're watching videos, you should notice stuff like this, or even when you're playing people. So watch this. Max range bear on shield. He short hop fairs that can't hit. It literally could not hit. Maybe a slightly delayed short hop fair would beat a certain option. For example, let's say Sheik bears your shield, and then you wait. If he waited here and then Sheik tried to be aggressive, then he could have read her being aggressive. But doing the fair instantly is almost never a good idea. And he gets punished for it this time. Good punish by Slox. So the fact that this has been even somewhat consistent response is important. I guess Slox calls him out on the stall here. Yeah. Alright, I will check it out. Goes for up throw. Alright. Gives up. Game 2. We go back to battlefield. Sure. I think Marth's best stages in this matchup are... I don't know, actually. I've given up on stages in this matchup. It's all some jank shit. Nice punish off the up there. So, this is an interesting situation. So, Zoso runs directly into the needle range, but I'm not positive, but he might have been able to dash backwards before the fair. And even if he didn't, he did crouch cancel. So Slox actually delays the fair so he doesn't get the auto cancel. But if you do the fair early enough, you can get the auto cancel on battlefield, which is really important for Sheik. Actually, in my set with Nintendo, this is worth showing for Sheik players who care. I will show you why this is absurdly important. Absurdly. I haven't watched the set, by the way. I just remember it. Like, I remember being like, oh my god. So watch this. Watch this. Ready? Wait for it. Oops. Watch this. Ready? Run off needle. I do the fair too late by like a frame. Oh, get the L cancel. Get wobbled. So this is tricky on battlefield because you do want to hit the fast fall. And it's possible to fast fall and, what's it called? Is there a higher quality version of this? I want to see it in all of its glory so that every Sheik player in the world can know this. I know, Sleepy. I can't tell if that was troll. So ready? Bam. Do it too late. Get the... Oh my god, Sleepy, I know. I feel like I'm getting trolled. I remember this moment made me so mad. I am playing it in slow-mo. Needle. I fair a frame too late. Get the L cancel. Get wobbled. And here. Yeah. So Sheik players. This is why Sheik is a technical character, despite what people might think. Because I try to do stuff like this and I get wobbled. Slox makes the same mistake. So Zoso should get a crouch cancel grab here. Yeah, my platform movement is really good with Sheik. I think it's the best platform movement of any Sheik, but Plup's the only similar one, really. Yeah, I am saying that one frame late can cause you to miss the auto cancel on the fair. And the thing is, if you get the L cancel fair, you are doing a high fair that is L canceled, which is the worst combination. You either want a low fair that's L canceled or an early fair that's auto canceled. No, I'm not going back to maining Sheik, at least not yet. Maybe one day. Let me refresh this. It's weird sometimes. Plus I want to see how many viewers I get and stuff, if it ever loads. But yeah, so anyway, crouch cancel fair, or crouch cancels the fair, should have grabbed immediately. Well, I guess if, yeah, should have grabbed. Doesn't grab, and then he gets his shield jabbed, doesn't grab that either, ends up rolling. So this was an opportunity. Again, same thing. Slox is extremely aggressive with back air by doing this specific movement pattern. He wave dashes towards or wavelands towards and then short hops, which is pretty interesting because it's a good gap closer on Marth. But I think Marth can pretty easily circumvent that just by moving forward more often. Again, I'm trying to analyze this from Marth's perspective more, but there's tons of stuff I could see Sheik doing. Alright, let's see this. Oh, messes up shield drop. Unfortunate. Yeah, I guess I think that Slox is opting for bears, which is fine, but I'm not sure how to word it. I guess I think I really do think that just dash dancing outside the bear range. See, this is the problem, right? With punishing Sheik's bear with something like a grab. It's the way her animation works, and I'll explain this real quick. So here, slow-mo. This is pretty important for Sheik's bear. Oh, that's cool. I will add MooBot then. Actually, how do I add MooBot? I will search it. MooBot. Hi, MooBot. Do I connect with Twitch? Is this how this works? Okay, anyway, this is important. Okay, so watch this Sheik back air. Oh no, did I pause too late? I paused too late. What a buster. It's complicated. That's dumb. It shouldn't be complicated. Okay, so I'm gonna pause on this back air, hopefully, and not be a total noob. Okay, ready? So Sheik's leg is right here, right? So Sheik's leg is here. If Marth tries to grab though, unless you are right outside this range, which is very difficult to do. Watch this. Her leg gets pulled back very quickly, actually. So suddenly she goes from being here to here in just a couple of frames. So it's easy to whiff that grab, which is why I think focusing on dash dance grabbing Sheik Bear is difficult. But what you can do is easily pressure her after back air, because once Sheik has whiffed the back air, she's definitely at a disadvantageous situation, because her only way of protecting herself would be throwing at a move, which is generally crouch cancelable or shield punishable, or she can dash. Yeah, sure, I don't mind. In fact, I wish there was a higher, I need like a 60 FPS Sheik back air. That would be way more beneficial. I wonder what this will give me. I don't know if this will be enough. Yeah, Marth. I think Marth could grab Sheik there. I mean, you don't grab the bottom of her leg, right? But oh no, this is just when she's in the air, isn't it? That sucks. I wish I had her L canceling it. Whatever. I'll use this one. It's not perfect, but it's worth looking into later on your own time. So this is an important thing with Sheik's Bear, and it's why using moves like Sheik's, like Peach dash attack, is much easier than something like a Marth grab. So watch this. See, her leg gets pulled back right there. Her leg gets pulled back. And look, she just stands up. So yeah, but what I do think you can do is, again, you can pressure her, which is important. So it's all about pressuring Sheik when she whips bears. You can set up a down tilt with Marth, for example. So here, I won't watch this in slow-mo. Can you auto-cancel a fair from a shield drop on that platform? Yes, you can. It depends on your fast fall timing, right? Like if you didn't fast fall at all, it would probably auto cancel. I'm sure there's a specific timing that works out. Anyway, so watch this. So once Sheik is jumping here, by dash dancing right there, you sort of prevent yourself from punishing it. You either need to get under her, or you need to back off and wave dash in place or short hop in place at this range, so you can pressure her bear whiff. Goes for tipper fair out of shield, which is a good punish, but Slox just crouch cancels it at this percent. And I think Slox could have dashed and grabbed him for that. Forward tilt's obviously way easier. I don't blame him for it. I'd probably do that. But I think it's really important to see, he's already shield DI'd away perfectly. He could have wave dashed and grabbed her, which would have been much better. You up throw her, she gets on a platform, whatever. Goes for crouch cancel down tilt. I think crouch cancel grab probably would have been better. Yeah, crouch cancel grab's almost definitely better. That F smash. Yeah, so if Slox was perfect, she can actually ledge dash in place and get a lot of invincibility. To get lots of invincibility on that, it's actually really difficult on the ledge dash in place. You risk killing yourself, but it's really good. I think you can get the like 9 or 10 frames of invincibility, actionable invincibility, with the ledge dash in place. So you could have easily done that and then just ran up and shielded or something. But he's not perfect, obviously. Most Sheiks aren't. Again, most Sheiks aren't very technical. That was a great grab. Up throw versus forward throw is debatable. I actually wrote about this in the blog post. If you forward throw, I'll actually go back to it. So right here, Sheik's at 42%. If you forward throw and she does DI in, you can chain grab her, fair off of it, F smash, chain grab her into a potential down air off the edge, right? There's lots of good options. So she's forced to do, well, at 42%, which is what he was at, I don't know if he could have done neutral DI and avoided a follow-up. I would have to test that, which is what I was talking about in my blog post. I would do actual testing of those things. But essentially, Sheik is forced to do neutral DI or DI in front to not get beaten by forward throw at the edge. At which point you get up throw fared into pretty much death, honestly. So it's a really good mix-up there. So I'm glad you pointed that out. So I got to talk about that. Anyway, so Zoso gets away. Sick run-up grab. This is great. So I think what's optimal here is generally down throw into tech chase, even though it's hard. But and then he dashes back. Perfect pivot grab on the dash tech. Tries to read the tech in place, I guess, and cover the tech roll this way. So he covered 3 of the 4 options with that up tilt. Doesn't quite work out. I generally tech chase Sheik at this percent until she's higher percent. Oh, that was really smart. Just waits. Slox does a pretty, I guess, it only seems so predictable because Zoso punished it, but really, like, Zoso had no reason to dash forward there, which he didn't, which is good. It doesn't get that. So right here, if you're gonna go for the short hop, you have to fast fall before the up air, not after. Oh, misses the punish on shield. Sheiks get away with this a surprising amount, where they just like tilt your shield. No one really punishes it. Not a great ledge hop fair from the edge, but and doesn't sweet spot the up B. I guess these are the little mistakes. Because fair is crouch cancelable unless you tipper it, but are you saying, like, here, I can go back, but right here, if he tech rolled right, like, you wouldn't want to fair that, right? The up tilt's a better reward generally. Crouch cancelable until lower percent, etc. Have I ever analyzed a set with PPMD? No, I haven't. Do you mean a set belonging to PPMD or a set like PPMD and I analyzed it together? I assume you meant the former, but it's worth asking. Anyway, does a sort of bad ledge hop fair and then doesn't sweet spot the FB. And these are the mistakes that cause Marth to lose to Sheik. Like, you don't need, like, that doesn't need to happen. I'm not saying it's easy by any means, but like, these weren't things Sheik gets for free. These were things where if Marth is precise, Sheik doesn't get very much. But those types of misplays, like, he had his punish, dropped it, and then misplayed defensively. Like, that's why Marth mains lose to Sheik. Lets her down here. By not crouch canceling. He tries to not challenge her and wait for something. Yeah, I haven't done an analysis with PP. Good job baiting the needles. Ugh, that was gross too. But like right here, he had an opportunity. Dodges the fair. Could have grabbed her, so Slox spot dodges, and then he dashes too far back. And then doesn't punish the jabs. That was a good F smash, honestly. But it's like Marth. Oh no, I don't think that was right. So right here, I think he could have just pressed forward and then. You know, if he had pressed forward here, I'm pretty sure he could have done a sour spot up tilt. The thing I was talking about, which would have been great. See, like, all he gets is a grab here, but like, he also could have pivot F smashed. I think. So he actually rolls pretty early. And I think he could have dashed right, pivot F smashed, or maybe turn around and down smashed if he got that. He gets a grab. Probably should have ran off fair immediately after the forward throw. Yeah, run off fair definitely would have worked. So grab, run off fair probably. Okay, this is a kill. Again, don't roll, press forward. Pressing forward is just better. It makes it harder to do certain things, but it's worth it in the long run. Oh, that was good by Slox. Pushes him off. And then shoot. Up till... You know, he could have just F-smashed here if Slox didn't jump. And then he would have just got tippered. And if Slox jumps, he's in an awful position. I also suspect that if Marth is frame perfect, he can dash short hop fair there and it tippers. But you have to do a dash backwards, rising short hop fair perfectly, which is really hard. But again, these are the things like Marth needs to do if he wants to beat Sheik. You either dash short hop fair, tippers, or you just F smash versus read the jump. That would have definitely hit. Press forward. Doesn't. Maybe he should have turned around up tilted there. So if Marth turns this way, does character weight have to do anything with it? I don't know. Tips for dash back. Be fast. Unfortunately, there's not really anything. The only thing I've heard that makes sense is that before dashing back, you can move your control stick slightly in the opposite direction. And if you do that, then essentially, but still within the dead zone, not so that you dash forward. And then essentially in the quote-unquote startup time of you moving towards dash back, it's still in the neutral dead zone, so you have time to build up momentum with your thumb. That's the only good thing I've ever really heard about dashing back. So Marth can turn left and up tilt here, and the back part will catch Sheik, but the tricky part is Sheik's up B animation. She's crouching, right? So watch this. She's still crouching, right? Oh, he doesn't let the up B animation finish. But essentially, there's a very small period of time where Sheik is fully standing in her up B animation and still vulnerable. If you can time your turnaround up tilt around that, you would get a pretty big punish, but it's difficult. Again, Slox just comes down with a fast-falled aerial. And I think that's the option you should almost always account for by default. You should account for that option unless you have a good reason not to. Unless you're calling someone out for something specific. Specifically, the rationale behind that, by the way, is that this happens earlier, by the way. Again, I don't mention it if you guys want to see. This right here. This happens right here. Ready? He just fast falls with the bear, extremely aggressive. And the reason that's such a big deal is because Sheik gets a complete turnaround in this situation. It's better to cover that and then let Sheik go to the edge or double jump or whatever, even if you don't get the hit, because at least you're in an advantageous situation still. If you let her get this hit, she gets advantage. Or even if she's not at advantage, she has a chance to flip the tables, which is really bad, honestly. Also, Marth could have wave dashed past and tippered. I didn't talk about that, but he definitely could have wave dashed past and F smashed him. So ready? See, this is a complete reversal. Marth goes from a potential kill on Sheik to getting hit and off stage. That's not a risk that's worth taking in terms of coverage, unless you have a very good read on them. Or maybe the risk reward on percents works out. Again, he could have pivot. You should press forward. If you're not going to press forward and you're going to roll, you should at least pivot F smash there and get the tipper. F smash. That was definitely F smash. The first time F smash wouldn't have hit, but this time, see, Slox is a little closer. Would have caught her leg. Messes up, but works out wonderfully. What Marths are playing the Sheik matchup properly at top level? It depends on your definition of proper. I think PP is overall good at the matchup, but he's very lazy sometimes. I think the Moon is good at a very different style of playing the matchup. I haven't really watched PewPew play it, but he seems to struggle in it, to be honest. Yeah, up tilt, Slox is just going to tech it. I wonder if Zoso really could have got anything. Maybe he could have wave landed on the platform and grabbed him. I'm not really sure. grab. Yeah, those jabs are always grabbable, by the way. You grab after the first jab, you crouch cancel in case they do a second jab. Okay, this is interesting. So I think right here, so Sheik was just forced to tech. I think Marth could have easily just ledge hopped and wave landed through Sheik right there. Because Sheik was just teching, so if she wanted to hit a Marth tech, she'd be forced, or ledge dash, she'd be forced to commit immediately, which is key. Calls him out on his ledge stall again. So a lot of this set, Slox is actually getting he's getting reversals from when he's being juggled, and then he's calling Zoso out on the edge. Alright, actually grabs the jabs this time. Reads the double jump. I don't think he needed to read the double jump for what it's worth. He could just full hop and up air him, but I mean, reading the double jump's not bad. Good punish. No, you gotta press forward earlier. One thing I will say also is, while he got this jump read, I almost definitely would have full hopped this way and then back aired her off the stage, because once you get the opponent without a jump, your goal with Marth shouldn't be to get them above you for a long time. It should be to get them off stage, because they're forced to recover without a double jump. But gets a good juggle anyway. Grabs the edge. So right here, you have to press forward early. And if you press forward earlier because of the over 100 get up, you can cover it. Good up tilt. And grab edge. Oh, Slox doesn't even really try. Let's see, what did people say? Who are my mains? My mains are everybody. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I play Fox, Falcon, Marth, Sheik. I have a pretty good Falcon and Peach, though I don't really plan on playing them in tournament. Falco gameplay? Maybe. I've been telling Zoso I'd do this set for a while, so I definitely want to finish it. Give me just a second. Oh, we have a Fox. Wait, is this Zoso's Fox? Yes. So it seems Zoso switches to Fox for Dreamland, which is fair. I don't think Marth Sheik is that bad on Dreamland, but it's not an unreasonable switch. Give me just a second. I have to check the Young Twitter, which I have on my laptop. Yeah, I saw Duck's tweet. So I've been... Man, maybe I should have Twitter up on my main stream. There's some pretty funny stuff on Twitter. TBH fam. If your Fox and Marth are of equal skill level, I assume you mean. Yeah, Fox does do better, probably. I can't say for sure, really. I mean, there's a hypothetical world where Marth beats Sheik on every stage, and Sheik beats Fox on Dreamland. That is a hypothetical reality that I think is plausible. I mean, obviously, I'd say there's a higher chance, like, I think of it in terms of probabilities. I'd say there's a higher chance that Fox does better than Marth on Dreamland versus Sheik. But I would not say it's guaranteed by any means. I don't know. Optimal Melee is an interesting world, and I am surprised that so many people speak so, like, confidently about matchups. Like, to me, it's not clear at all that Fox beats Sheik. I mean, I can see why it's harder for Sheik, and I think it's very likely that Fox wins, but I can't say for sure. There's a lot of things that could play out in Sheik's favor. Give me just a second, and then I guess I'll watch some Fox Sheik. I love this matchup, by the way. If you're not going to do more Sheik, what do you mean? Is optimal melee really worth considering since we will never be able to play at that level? Well, it depends who you are. For me personally, my entire goal is to figure out optimal melee, to think about it, to be able to play at that level, like truly optimal melee, not whatever nonsense like Hacks talks about or whoever else. But I mean, I don't care nearly as much about winning as I do about playing the way I think is right. And the concept of a truly optimal gameplay is very strange, and I don't think people really understand what the word optimal means. Most people don't really understand game theory or the concept of like how mix-ups actually work in a theoretical world. Like people don't understand it at all. Like it's like an academic field, and anyway. As Fox, I always end up striking to Dreamland versus Sheik. I think that's fine. I mean, your choices are like, as Fox, you should probably strike Fountain, and then either Dreamland or Battlefield. So it depends on Dreamland or Battlefield. It's weird. Sheik has a lot of room to move around, and it depends on the playstyle you play. Sorry for detouring from this analysis, but this is actually really interesting to me because I've thought about this a lot. So conventional wisdom. So let's talk about this. Conventional wisdom is that. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by chat. Conventional wisdom says Sheik is good on Battlefield. Conventional wisdom also says Fox gets to run away from Sheik on Dreamland. So as like 2 years ago, when I used to play Fox, I always wanted to be aggressive regardless, and that's why I hated Dreamland and Fox Sheik, because I felt like I couldn't be aggressive the way I wanted to. So I always would strike to Battlefield. I probably should, and right now I'm leaning towards Fox should strike off Battlefield and go to Dreamland. But there are various disadvantages to Dreamland. For example, let me show you some platform movement. Let me show you guys. It's actually on Battlefield, funnily enough. Oh, what's up, Koopa Troopa? Here's some exemplary movement on Battlefield. So my Sheik, if you'll notice, never ends up playing on Dreamland, but that might have been a mistake. Hey, what's up, Tim? I do some movement on Battlefield that I want to talk about, but what I'm actually going to say is I think this style of movement is stronger on Dreamland in a lot of ways. So here, let me skip to the end of this match. It's specifically the last stock. Where is it? There's a point in this match. Man, I should have won. I messed up. Until that's the worst. Okay, anyway, so let's watch the stock together. I'm not going to say anything, I'm just going to let it play. Here, I'll even leave the audio on. So I want people to watch the movement on the stock, because this is how I think Sheik should fight Fox. So the sort of theory behind this is I think Fox is the worst top tier at attacking platforms safely and getting some sort of reward out of it. He can attack them pretty safely, but he has like 0 chance to get a good reward. So based on that, I think Sheik should be on platforms versus Fox a lot of the time. Essentially, the configuration for Battlefield makes it so that Sheik can't be aggressive from platforms, but she can run around essentially. But I think one of the struggles with Fox Sheik is that Sheik has a lot of problems hitting Fox. And I think Dreamland actually allows you to be aggressive with its configuration. Partially because the platforms are shorter on Dreamland. I don't know if people know this, but Battlefield platforms are actually longer, like from side to side. Shorter platforms are better for Sheik to be aggressive because she doesn't have to dash as far to run off the platform. Also, the fact that the platforms on Dreamland are higher actually benefit her because she gets more ways to fair and back air. So the weird thing is, it also benefits her on Yoshis, which are extremely low to the ground. So I have this weird theory that nobody probably really agrees with me, but essentially, wait, what do I have? Oh yeah, I'll deal with that later. So essentially what it is this something people want to hear, by the way, or should I just go back to analyzing? Give me some sort of feedback, because I know I'm sort of rambling right now. And this isn't something everyone is interested in, admittedly. I will wait to see what kind of feedback people give, and then I can continue. Okay, cool. I get 2 votes for keep going. Okay, cool. Enough. Nobody said it was lame. So essentially, I kind of want to write this out, but so if you guys are having trouble following what I'm saying, tell me, and I'll either reiterate or write it out. But if you guys get what I'm saying, then that's cool. So essentially, battlefield platforms are long. That's bad because Sheik wants to be able to run off of them to attack. They're not bad for defending herself, though, which is why something like Battlefield, I find it easy to deal with ice climbers because of the length of the platform, but it's really bad for being aggressive. Also, Yoshi's, the platforms are so low that you can attack quickly from them, right? There's a very short time from this point to this point. On the other hand, Dreamland, by the platforms being a little higher than Battlefield, give you more options to set up your back air, for example, because on Battlefield there's only one timing you can really use to back air. On Dreamland it gives you more opportunities to drift, etc. So essentially what I'm arguing is that I'm not convinced of this. This is just sort of a theory I have working in my head, and I've had this for a while. I sort of think that the platforms being either higher or lower are beneficial for Sheik. Higher platforms give her more ways to mix things up. Shorter platforms allow her to be faster and more direct. I find that Battlefield is the exact middle height where she can't attack people quickly. Shield dropping doesn't really mitigate it because you still have to travel the horizontal and vertical distance. All shield dropping does is let you drop through at any point. You still have to travel if you're here and you want to attack this spot, you still have to run all the way off. And if you want to get from this point to this point, you still have to fall that distance. So I think that Battlefield pigeonholes you. You can't be aggressive off of platforms because of their horizontal length, but you also don't have many variations on how you can attack because of their height. Dreamland, on the other hand, gives you more variations. Yoshi's gives you more direct attacking. The one thing Battlefield does offer you is that the horizontal length of platforms makes it harder for people to follow you around. But I have this vague theory that I should have never... So even though conventional wisdom says Battlefield, and even though you edgeguard Fox better on Battlefield, etc., I sort of had this theory that maybe I should go Dreamland. But see, this is the thing with optimal melee. The platforms are good for needle height, admittedly, but I think at a top level, people should see Sheik, and they should just be like, oh, this is the angle she can needle me at, right here. I'm just not going to be in that angle, and then that's it. Like, you can just avoid that. Yes, I am saying that the Battlefield height isn't low enough. Exactly. And Battlefield is good for needling, but there are various disadvantages. Again, needling is only as good as the opponent's ability to respect it. Shield. I assume the platform cancel Nair comment is slightly troll. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can actually talk about it. Anyway, so this is the thing with optimal melee that people don't consider. So on the one hand, you have this concept of the Battlefield platforms potentially being the bad sweet spot for Sheik, essentially. It's the exact sweet spot of wrong. No, I don't. See, the thing is, I definitely don't know that much about game theory. I don't want to sound like I do. I know enough that I understand basic concepts. I've taken classes and I've looked into it a little, but I'm certainly no expert. I'm sure there are Smash players who are better experts on it, but I like to think I'm one of the few Smash players that is very good and knowledgeable about the game while also having that knowledge. Maybe Fly or someone would be one of the other people who does. Anyway, so you have this concept of the Battlefield platforms being the exact wrong sweet spot for Sheik, both in terms of horizontal length for being aggressive and for variety falling down. But then you have this concept of Sheik edgeguards better on Battlefield. Fox can't tech as easily, Fox can't ride the wall, etc. So then the thing is, in optimal melee, how do you weigh those two things? I don't see how a human being could possibly accurately weigh the benefits of these platforms versus the edgeguarding game. One thing you could weigh is maybe based on playstyle. You could say for Mewtwo King, maybe one of these is better. Maybe for Plup, another one of these is better. But that doesn't really say anything about how the game truly functions. And I find that's not something I can figure out. I can have an intuitive sense. I can say, intuitively I feel that the platforms matter more than the edge guards. And maybe my intuition is based on the fact that I think I can edge guard Fox very consistently regardless. Maybe my intuition is based on the fact that I think the platform thing is actually incredibly important, for example. Or maybe I think, this being able to edgeguard on Battlefield is so key to beating Fox, etc. So this is why optimal melee is interesting and also a mystery to me, and why I don't understand how people can talk so confidently about the game. I don't think there's a single player in the world who can accurately weigh those two things. Okay, anyway, so that's my little rant on A, Sheik platforms, B, optimal play, and then 3, how you weigh those. Every neutral or punish is not necessarily able to immediately lead to... Yeah, I would agree with that statement. It's unclear to me that it would always lead to another beneficial situation. Okay, so anyway, let's watch the stock and watch some platform movement, because this is sort of how I think Sheik should fight Fox. Interestingly enough, I don't do it as much in my later sets, because I don't think my opponents forced me to. But then I misplayed because this is the style I've practiced, and yeah, that's another story. If people are interested, I can talk about it, but check this out. I'll leave Scar commentary on.
Keep it together, Drug Fox. Keep it together, my man.
You saw what happened to Plup and CEO. This exact situation.
Yes.
And Leffen found the needle in the haystack.
Mango. First Plup.
Also Leffen. Same
Oh,
thing
really?
Happened. Yes.
Oh,
Plup,
no.
Plup lost the same way in winners and losers.
Oh, no.
Remember what Mango did? Leffen did the same damn
No,
thing.
Plup.
Oh!
Yeah.
That dash attack was so risky.
That
He
was
put
so
himself
risky.
right at the edge of the stage. If he got shined, that could have been curtains.
Yep.
And now Leffen turning it on, saying,
Oh.
I am a top player.
Oh, but
Oh, beautiful tech by Leffen.
oh my God.
Forward throw. That was a mistake. He couldn't get the short hop nair. That's how nervous Drug Fox is right
That's
now.
right. Suddenly Drug Fox is throwing out the panic aerials, and that is not good for Drug Fox because Leffen is collecting himself.
Oh, good trade for
That
Drug
was
Fox.
super good trade. If he
Can
gets
he
the
come
ledge,
back?
That's it.
That had some bad moments and some good moments. But anyway, so let's watch this. I assume people are interested in this, and I'll talk about why I think this is strong for Sheik. So, what do I want to point out? Why did I double jab his shield? Because I'm fucking bad. I probably was freaking out, but let's watch it in slower motion and we can talk about stuff. So I spaced that fair super safely. I dash back. And the thing is, Fox can't challenge me on this dash back, right? And this is the key to what I'm trying to do here. So I dash back and I short hop immediately. Fox has trouble challenging this. He's gone, so I immediately waveland on this platform. And I could have challenged him here, and I think my back air would have hit him actually, but I decided to play it safe. Waveland off, double jump, waveland on the top. Already, you see, Fox can't do shit about that, right? So I waveland off, and then I get this needle, he dodges it. Again, I run off as if to fair. Here, sorry. This is going to be hard to show, but I run off as if to fair. Maybe I should watch it in slow-mo, even slower mo. So I run off as if to fair, change my mind, double jump. Fox has to respect the fair. I get to go here. I could have wave landed back, wave land forward. So here, I decide to be aggressive. That back air wasn't very useful, but it wasn't very risky. Challenge him here. He shields just in case. I could have pressured him in so many ways here, but I chose the safest option. Don't even hit his shield. Again, back off, short hop away, double jump, wave land back on the platform. I do a cool little trick here. Yeah, of course it depends on that, but there's no way to determine which will happen. Like, you can use empirical data, but that doesn't say anything about the way it quote-unquote should go, right? So anyway, wave land on this platform. So I dash towards him, and I shield drop, and then double jump and wave land back on. So that threatens the potential I could have gone down there and hit him. So it gives him something to react to. He doesn't care, and he just wave dashes backwards. So I'm full hop needling there. I see him lasering, so this is a perfect chance for me to be aggressive. So I go down, and then I try to bait him into being aggressive. I get him to shield, dash up, try to do the fastball nair. I don't actually execute it correctly, but it's still pretty safe. Here, I wish I had read the... Yeah, I tried to read the jump, but I had a very delayed reaction. Like, I tried to react to the jump, but yeah, this would have been huge. And then you can do this back air to catch Fox running off. See, this is the type of movement that Sheik can do versus Fox, and he has a lot of trouble challenging it, honestly. Again, I space this back air so far away that it's so hard for him to punish. Again, I short hop away and do a fastball there. In all this, I'm just not committing. Every time I leave myself an out, either a wave land on the ground, a double jump, etc. That dash tech was bad. But yeah, anyway, you get the idea. And my theory is essentially that the Dreamland platforms allow me to be aggressive in a more interesting way, pretty much. A more, not interesting, but like there's more variety with it. Okay. I'm pretty much done with that unless anyone still wants to talk about it. Give me just a second. What do you mean, am I gonna play now? I'm not sure what you mean by that question. Alright, so back to Zoso Slox. Yes, no? I guess I'll wait if anyone says anything about wanting to either ask me a question. There are black bars on this overlay. What do you mean? Do you mean on the video? Does Leffen being at high percent change the way I deal with the situation since he may be more cautious? Essentially, my logic is he's at high percent. I felt like I didn't need to take a single risk, and I could have won. Like, I don't know if this is true or not, but essentially... Oh, the actual stream? Where are the black bars on my stream? Let me see this. See, this is what it looks like for me. I don't see any black bars. This is what the stream looks like. Okay, sorry. There's a lot of stuff. So let me do this one by one. So Fox is the worst at challenging platforms. Why? I can think of stuff that like Shinelands would be insane. Okay, so you're right. Oh, okay, the video overlay. Yeah, their video overlay has the black bars. Okay, ready? So Fox is the worst at challenging platforms. Why? So essentially, let's say, this video's unfortunately, okay, let's say Fox and Sheik's spots are switched right now. Okay, let's just pretend that. So I guess the thing is, Fox has a weird combination of horizontal and vertical speed with what attacks he does. So Shine is a small attack, right? So for him to get to a shield or someone on a platform and jump and Shine land, he would have to dash pretty far before jumping. So you can use that time to move out of the way. Additionally, something like a Shine land do you even know the frame advantage on Shine Land? I suspect that Shine Landing is not very good frame advantage on most stages. I haven't tested it, but remember that if the platform height isn't perfect for the Shine Land, you have to actually fall. I'd have to see the frame advantage on it. And then on top of that, there's the fact that they can just get hit by the Shine, and then Fox can't convert that. They can just get hit by the Shine. That's not good reward, right? Even if they don't get hit by the Shine, they can easily space around it just by short hopping. Again, Shine is really small. So it's a low reward attack. Shine Land is only good if you get the frame advantage from the platform height being perfect, and you get the, you get a mix-up on their shield. Then Shine Landing could be okay, but even then, they could just do actions that lose to double Shine and nothing else. Because if they do actions that lose to double Shine, that's such low reward for Fox. So hopefully that sort of answers that. Essentially, there's a lot of ways to mitigate Fox's advantage. It's not like Falco, where if you get hit by a Shine, it's all over. Well, even then it's not all over, but you know. So does Leffen being at high percent on his last stock change the way you deal with that situation, since he may be more cautious? I don't know this for sure, but I suspect that if Sheik plays the style I was playing, essentially I can force an advantageous mix-up eventually, and Fox... So if you remember, I got the mix-up with the late nair on his shield, and if I had correctly reacted to his jump, I could have just fared him and killed him. So I'm essentially saying I got 3 to 4 different mix-up situations, and if I had executed just one of those mix-ups, like, not correctly, I just mean, if I just won one of those mix-up situations, then I could have killed him. So I guess my goal with Sheik there would just be play absurdly safe, but that doesn't mean camp in the sense of sit on the other side of the stage charging needles. That's not safe, that's risky. Safe is what I was doing. And then hopefully you just win one of the mix-ups eventually and don't take big risks during the mix-ups. Because the risk reward is absurdly in your favor. You only need one correct mix-up to go in your favor. Do I know what the pool seeding is for the Five Gods tournament? I don't know what the pool seeding is, and I suspect it will just be the MIOM top 20 minus Hacks and Leffen, add Nintendo Wobbles. I assume Nintendo Wobbles and Hugs are the bottom 3 seeds. I'm the 4th to last seed, etc. I am not going to play Smash Bros. Because I don't have a capture card. Which character do you think has the most untapped potential? I don't know. I don't really have an opinion. And honestly, I don't care too much about things like that. All the characters are extremely untapped in some sense. In other senses, we figured out a lot of things. Do I actually think through my matches the way I analyze them during mid-set? You'd be surprised. So, like, I am actually... So, this is interesting, and most people probably don't realize this. Sorry I'm not answering chat, by the way. I'm, like, catching up. This is taking a lot to answer. So, originally, I was the intuitive type of player. I was the mango type. I was the press buttons first, ask questions later. I didn't really analyze while I played. I just did whatever intuitively felt right. And then I picked up traditional fighting games like Marvel, and I'd say traditional fighters have more concrete situations. There's less variety than there is in Melee, so it allowed me to analyze things more concretely. And then when I came back to Melee, I was able to analyze things like that while I was playing. So if I want to play my best, obviously I'm limiting my conscious thought, but yes, I am actually, like, I'm not consciously thinking every single thing I just told you, but that's like a stream of thoughts going through my subconscious. Like, I am fully aware, if that's, it's not that I'm thinking those things, but I'm fully aware of every single one of those things while I'm playing. And that's not something that's true about most players. It's also why I have difficulty winning sometimes, because obviously it'd be way easier to not deal with all that. But yes, I do think of all those things. Just obviously when I play well, I'm not actually focused on those things. I just play, and those things are natural. Could I talk more about the horizontal aspect of platforms? Can't you just play more towards the inside of the platform? Yes, you can play more towards the inside of it, but again, that's limiting, right? Because you won't, just purely coincidentally speaking, you won't always be towards the inside of the platform. And that's a limit. Like on Yoshi, it's like the options you're considering wouldn't ever put you towards one side of the, like, nearly, 1 second. I I heard my phone. You're right, you could mitigate it by playing more towards the inside. It's just, it won't work out that way, essentially. That's less common. The options that will be presented to you will not end up with you in that situation, assuming you play them all correctly. Like, essentially, by playing more towards the inside, you're giving up certain things. You have to make some sort of sacrifice. What's up, Jared? I'm gonna up smash you later, by the way. Stupid triple shine nonsense. Oh, it's Carter. Hey, Carter. One hand is wet. That's pretty funny. I'm not sure. You should look into the European scene. Do I recommend playing other fighting games to help develop awareness? I mean, the answer is no, because any time you put it to something else is better put into Melee. But I do think that, like, I don't think most people playing other fighting games would give them that perspective also. I think if you simply strive to view Melee in that way, then you can do that. It's just that I didn't really think of it that way until I played other fighting games. But that wasn't required. It is totally possible without doing that. You're trying to pick up Street Fighter to help your Sheik play. I think it could help, but again, it's not necessary. Yeah, you can just develop it in Melee. Like, it's not that other games won't help you. It's just that you can accomplish the same things in Melee. Samus versus Sheik, striking to battlefield. I mean, you should also think for yourself, Paragor. Like, I don't think either one is wrong. You can pick up Street Fighter. That's not going to hurt. I just think that ultimately, it's all about mentality. If you have an appropriate mentality, you can just play Melee. Sometimes playing other games can help change or refresh your mentality, which might be important, but it's not necessary. Anyway, Samus Sheik. I'm not sure. My impression is that Sheik doesn't like Fountain that much, but it's not bad. I don't know. Sheik is good on every stage in that matchup, except maybe Stadium. I think Samus is good on Stadium versus Sheik. Bad on FD, clearly. Probably bad on Dreamland. My impression is that most Samus players like Yoshi's. What else do I think? Duck and I ended up on Battlefield when we struck. I think striking to Battlefield is the most common thing, but I don't know if that's correct. I think Samus has to strike Dreamland in FD, though, is the problem. And if you strike Dreamland in FD... No, Falco's Shineland is good on both Battlefield and Dreamland. The thing is, I don't know about Fox's Shineland. I know Falco's is the same. So Falco gets a +3 shine on both Battlefield and Dreamland. Yeah. And then on, I believe it was the 7th Airborne frame, you shine. Oh, hey, Ashcon. Yeah, I've done it, but it's the Fox Shineland that I'm not sure about the frame advantage on. But yeah, anyway, I think Samus has to strike Dreamland in FD, so then it's up to the Sheik to choose between Battlefield, Fountain, and Yoshi's. At which point, it's just purely up to the Sheik. I guess Samus doesn't have to strike Dreamland if you're confident you can outplay them and they're not as consistent at killing, but at a top level, you probably should strike Dreamland. Okay, I think I knocked out all the questions. If there's any more, I'll do those. Otherwise, I don't know if I should watch this. No, don't feel silly. It's important to test that because, I mean, now you know and now other people will know. Oh, what's up? It's the best Samus of all time. Until Duck and Hugo catch up. Dude, actually, I think Duck's been putting in a lot of work to improve. It's pretty cool. Wanna team at... Wow. Just using my chat as a matchmaker. Falco's in jump squat for 5 frames. He said 6 was his airborne. Here, let me turn the fan on. It's getting slightly hot in here. I opened a window, but it's actually a pretty warm day outside. This is the greatest sound. I'm probably never gonna play Melty, sadly. It's kind of fun, but I actually don't like Melty as a competitive game. I think it has a lot of problems. I mean, the dude with the Samus question can still ask Plup. He was wondering about Samus Sheik striking. I told him that Samus should probably strike FD Dreamland, but you can correct me on that. No, dude, Melty's a pretty dumb game. I mean, so is Melee, but it's dumb in a different way. Unfortunately, Zoso, I'm probably not going to watch the rest of this. It's been too long. Like, I got out of the flow for watching it or whatever. But hopefully the 2 Marth games I watched. You think Battlefield's worse? Okay. I wasn't sure if Dreamland or Battlefield was worse. You think Yoshi's and Fountain are better, though, right? Yeah, Melty has some dumb shit. Yeah, okay. So Fountain and Yoshi's are your best bets, like I said, but I guess Plup says Dreamland's probably better. Let's find a different set. I'm probably gonna watch my Fox from the tournament. 6. I played pretty mediocre, honestly, but I want to see why I played badly. I don't exactly understand, so I need to see it. Melty Blood is a fighting game, and it's actually it's probably the fighting game that is most similar to Melee, honestly, of all the traditional fighting games I've played. We played once in bracket at Big House, and Plup won 3-1. We played Sheik Dittos, and we did not chain grab. I kind of wanted to watch this one because I make a lot of mistakes here, or the Fox Dittos. I'll watch the Fox Dittos actually. The set's on YouTube also, the Big House set. That's where I lost to the great Ginger. Ginger's actually pretty good. Oh yeah, we also played that one time I went Falcon, but that was forever ago. That set is also somewhere online. I think I actually uploaded it so I could watch it because I was studying Falcon Sheik. I learned a lot of stuff watching Plup fight Falcon as Sheik. You know, Falcon Sheik's weird because I actually think... See, the thing with Ginger... Wait, sorry. Side note. I think Ginger's actually pretty good. I played him in a bunch of friendlies. I was impressed. Travis is going to pound on. No. Travis is going to pound. But yeah, Ginger's pretty good. I don't know if he chokes in tournament or something, but I played him in a bunch of friendlies. Obviously, I won the majority, but he did some good stuff, and I was impressed. But yeah, Falcon Sheik is weird. I think the Falcons haven't really put in the right... They haven't thought about it the right way, because I think Falcon Sheik is pretty even. I think if Sheik is perfect, then it might be a slight advantage for her. Like, if they're both perfect, Sheik might have a slight advantage, but I think the Sheik tech chasing is actually, like, extremely underdeveloped and inconsistent. Like, none of the Sheiks tech chase Falcon consistently. And yet, they're still winning, which sort of bothers me. I think the Falcons should do better. I think Plup thinks it's pretty even, maybe slight Sheik advantage, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna watch these Fox videos and see what I can learn. I definitely don't play my best. I never play my best in tournament. It sucks. Could I have gotten something off that shine? Yeah, I should. If I do Rising Drill, I think it hits there. I should do Rising Drill more. I used to do it, and then I tried to pick up... Yeah, that matchup's annoying. Sammy made me smarter since then. God dang it. Why do Sheiks agree to not chain grab? Because the Sheik Ditto is an interesting matchup without chain grabs. I do drift all the way forward, Juan. Did I not drift here? I definitely hold forward, though. Yeah, mid-tiers can't chain grab them back. And the mid-tiers that can chain grab them back would want the chain grab because they want to have the chain grab on Sheik. Do I not drift forward? Let me see. Oh, I totally drifted forward until the last second. Yeah, I drifted all the way forward, and then right when I drilled, I stopped drifting forward for some reasons. Yeah, all the mid-tiers will chain grab you, so you have no reason not to chain grab them back. Okay, so I have to... I try to drift forward, but I guess I don't. I mess up drifting forward. But I still could just do Rising Drill. Yeah, I know you do, and I'm trying to do it. But I'm bad at it because I don't actually practice it that much. Yeah, I'm actually trying to. Anyway, this is actually a common thing, by the way. So you see how he air dodged here on his ledge dash? Usually when people mess up, they just roll afterwards. So I just waited for the roll. Jab reset, up air, missed my chain grab. So I get this up tilt. I probably should have turned around up tilted here. Nah. Dang, Sharon wanted the chain grabs. I probably should have turned around up tilted there. Regrab after the second one? Could I have? I don't think... Okay, yeah, I thought turnaround up tilt was better, but... Like, I think he can shine before I regrab there, is the thing. Okay, I hit this edge guard. Okay, I like the wave dash back shine there, but I think I did it at the wrong time. So I think I should have started the wave dash. Maybe earlier. I don't think I could have comboed into Nair before he hit the ground. I messed up, but I tricked him. I messed up my wave dash also. I dashed too late. This sucks. You would have missed it, nerd. Okay, here, let me see. So I wave dashed back and I chose to shine before I reacted. I probably could have just up tilted him if I was reacting better. I definitely messed up there. I shined because I realized I messed up. So here, I messed up my wave dash, and then I didn't know which side he was on anymore. Missed my dash. Okay. Reacted slow. I shouldn't do that. That's a bad habit. That's a bad habit I have. Like, after barely recovering, so I could have just punished this, but I'm already thinking about ledge stalling because I don't think he'll do that. That's such a bad habit that I need to fix. In general, top Sheiks just sort of agree not to chain grab because it makes the matchup way better. That's all it is. Good ledge dash bear. Yep. This isn't bad so far. I shouldn't try to Thunder's combo so much, but when it works, it's so good. I could just react there, though. Mess up my dash dance. That was good, but I didn't quite space that right. God dang it. Nice pivot grab. Up throw, chain grab. Chain grab. Turn around. Oh, I went for nair. That's actually not bad, going for nair there. No, Shine, Wave Dash, Down Tilt is a combo on Mistech and Tekken Place, I believe. Actually, yeah. So here, I could up tilt, or I could short hop backwards nair, and then hopefully get a Shine. Oh, I love that bait, but I didn't... So a lot of this is I'm baiting him, but I'm not confident in the first level of bait. I'm giving him too much credit on a lot of these. Nice. Try to wave shine up smash. Which part of that did I do slow? Juan, do you think this just missed because I had a bad wave dash? So, watch it again. Is this just because my wave dash wasn't good? Or do you think I also ran slow out of the wave dash? Why did I do this drill? Yeah, chain grabbing is only difficult from like 0 to 20. That's true. He wasn't high enough? What do you mean? Because I thought it... I don't... Okay, let me watch this drill. Why would I drill there? I tried to read him running forward, I guess. I didn't need to do that. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll watch it in slow-mo. Because I want to hit that wave shine up smash. Like right there. I think getting the good wave dash would have been enough. But I could be wrong. Yeah, of course, but they don't have to DI it up for it to work. If I have that much stage control, I don't have to commit to that read. Chain grab, shine, full. I don't think I did that right. I guess I didn't do it wrong either. So interesting. He actually DIs the shine well here though. I wonder if there's anything else I could do. So on this one, I could have just nared or up smashed instead of waiting for the last one. Yeah, I think it was just the wave dash. That was bad. I should wait there. So what you can do is Fox here. I know this. So I bear, and then I can just stand here. And if he drifts this way, I can up tilt him. Or if he falls here, I could just run grab. I shouldn't have done that back air. I know I normally wouldn't. I think I could be getting away with a lot of full hops in this situation. I'm not full hopping over him. Like here, right here. I could have full hopped. That would have been perfect. And there. And that was like... That wasn't actually bad, but it wasn't great either. I can do better. Okay, let's see game 2. Go stadium. I need to think about stages in this matchup too. I try to empty out, but he's already running at me. I'm just gonna kill him for that for sure. Not bad, not bad. If I didn't retreat so much with the drill, I could have just got him. Dang, that up smash read. Does Marth have against Fox's running shine? You can pivot grab him. You could wait for the shine and then outplay his action afterwards. You can pivot ferret. If you wave dash back at the correct range, you can just stick out a down tilt as he runs into you. And then you could also just grab him or attack him preemptively during his run startup instead of waiting for him. You could also just run through him and switch spots. So that's a bunch of stuff. Do you actually think I could dash JC Shine after that drill? It's probably only like +4 or 5. I guess if I was perfect, I bet I could. If I was absolutely perfect, I could probably dash JC Shine. Interesting. I wonder if I could have just comboed this. I think if I ran off immediately, I could have shined him. Marth does not pivot down tilt because it's difficult. And I don't think it's nearly as broken as people think it is. People don't think about a lot of... Like a lot of things sound broken until you really break down the options and see where it's useful and where it's not. I think pivot down tilt would be useful, but definitely not broken. Missed the tech chase. Do you think this comboed one? Or anyone? So I get this drill, turn around, up tilt. I couldn't get above him. I don't know if it was... I probably should have just back aired him off stage. And here I'm just like, I'm just gonna laser you. I think that's fine. I decide to left in him. I almost do this perfectly. So I nair him. I drop down, shine, stall. And I could have... Look at the spacing. I'm almost perfect. What do you mean, how do I do the up tilt fast enough? Yeah. I mean, it just works if you're perfect and the drill hits correctly. Definitely hard. Depends how the drill hits. Short hopped into the side B. I didn't set that up right. I should have just crouched. I'm surprised I didn't just crouch. Man, I did all that dash dancing, but I should have waited right there. That was bad. He should have killed me for that. That was good. I one-upped him. Got it. Up tilt. Oh, I reacted slow, so I just... Nice, nice. Grab. Pretty good. Okay. I really wish I hadn't shined here, but this shine, I wish I hadn't done it. And I reacted slow. I over dash danced there. Down smash, short hop there. Okay, not bad. Great dash dance grab. That up throw up smash wasn't actually that good because it pushed him off stage. So I should have known that I could push him off stage and just chain grabbed him there. But I didn't really think about it. So that was definitely a chain grab. I was so slow on that. That was bad. I probably should have fire stalled. But I did the lazy stall instead. And I could have probably shine spiked him there. Nice. Oh, I was so slow. I did that right, but... And then you have to dash. And I should have... I did that wrong. You think I could have walked a little bit and gotten the up smash the other way? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Because normally, so something that most people don't know is if you do regular up smash and if you do turnaround up smash, it hits him the same direction. But maybe I could have actually walked and then gotten the other hit. So I should test that actually. That's a good idea. I think maybe you're right. If I walk, I could get it, which is important. Anyway, I could have hit this. Did that wrong. I shouldn't have backed off that much. That's the lazy thing. I don't actually do that in friendlies. It's so weird that I do that. Yeah, here I'm just like, whatever. I'm just gonna laser you. Tech chase up smash, yeah. I think I could have just up smashed, but I wanted to practice the tech chase. Okay, that one was pretty decent too. Do I actually lose this game? No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, so if you just up throw up smash, it'll send them backwards regardless of whether or not you turn around at 0%, which isn't something most people know. But Plup was saying maybe I could have walked a little bit. What are some things Foxes should be doing against Falco that they aren't doing currently? There's probably a lot of stuff. I might watch some videos on it in a second. I want to finish this set though. It's not bad. I got called out really hard there. I don't know if that was... I thought he'd be more afraid than he was. But he wasn't actually afraid. I just took 49 damage. Again, he wasn't actually afraid and he just snared at me. I guess that's fine. I was slow on that. I think I could have dashed it out of it faster. Was my set versus Silent Wolf recorded? Yes, it just hasn't been posted. I don't know why. That was good. I think I actually reacted in time. That was impressive. Yeah, I reacted in time. I'm proud. I could have just jumped out, but could he have side B'd? Yeah, so I don't just jump out because I thought he could have double jump side B'd, but his DI on the down smash was really bad because he was trying to shine. So that's something to take into account. So here, his DI is bad, he holds down, and then he couldn't have double jump side B'd. And if I had reacted to his DI, I could have Armada shined him or whatever, but this isn't bad either. What jump shine? Yeah, I know. I think the reason I'm not doing it sometimes is because he has more angles. But sometimes he also... I actually could have just done it. Oh. Oh, I should have nared there, for sure. I like that short hop up air. And then I could have wave dash up tilted, I could have nared. I wonder if I could have even done another short hop up air. Yeah, I bet I could have short hop up aired again. That was the start of something potentially really good. I wish I had dashed back there one more time. Yeah, I wish I did one more dash back. Like, in my head, that's what I was thinking I would do. That was bad. I messed up a shield drop, and then I still tried to drop through. I can't do that. That was bad. Yeah, Armada would nair. But I don't think Armada would have done the 2 short hop up airs. I think the second short hop up air is something people aren't doing that I'm doing. I was surprised he challenged me. This game he's catching me being aggressive a lot. Oh, I almost get it. So watch what I do. So here's something new that I'm trying to do. So you do this, and then you up B, and it catches him side B'ing. And then I could have done that. Does he really want? I'm actually curious. Is it this one? Here, let's watch it.
Man, he's gonna have to turn it up, dude. This is all world.
I remember seeing this video.
Whoever loses this, I think it's 5th.
I know he does run off up air, but I didn't know if he did the short hop up air. 1 second.
Yeah, whoever loses this
quarters.
Yeah.
Let's watch
That
this.
is not really a low placing for like a normal person.
Whoa!
11 and he's pulling out the Fox. Let's go.
All right, he had about up to here with Fox apparently, but what is his Fox ready?
Sure, chain grabs. Hella risky shit. Oh, that was good. So I'm actually having this problem where I'm trying to do all the falling up air stuff because I want to see when it's good. But this is totally how I combo right here. Right here, I would just hit him off the stage. And I need to not lose that. Oh, you can just up tilt that. Is Leffen really your favorite player to watch? Is that true? Are you lying to me? That was great by Armada. Oh, that was sick. I mean, anyone's sick at tech chasing if it's their fucking combo video, right? I bet in your combo video, you're sick at tech chasing too. just got wrecked.
Something started. Oh, I love the near regrab.
That was good. But that nair wasn't good.
Oh, I love the near regrab.
Shine. Oh, he actually double shine.
Dash that with jabs. And yo, Armada does not miss that shine. 100%.
Yeah, but he... Are you talking about the nair or the second up air? Yeah. I'm talking about specifically... Like, I'm trying to do the double up air, which I don't think people are doing.
Dash that with jabs. And yo,
Nice grammar. Plup confirmed second
Armada does
grader.
not miss that shine.
It's okay. Did you see Duck's tweet earlier? Maybe Samus players are just on that grammar meta game. No, he did a rising up air on the platform. You know, I wonder if you could mess up the Armada shine by up being really early here. So right here, if you just up beat like immediately. I bet you never do mess it up. Except on stream. Dude, it's the pressure of being on stream. You know everyone's watching your every move. So he's just F tilting. That's like the call in F tilt. I mean, I'm just calling it that because everyone calls it that. Everyone's talking about his head. It's pretty funny. I think up there, yeah, sure. Oh, that was sick. That was sick. It just reads their jump. Dude, people jump so stupidly. Like right here, Leffen could have just fucking shaken out. It wasn't worth jumping. People also need to, they do the same mistake for Falcon. They have to stop DIing horizontally. Like Fox is just gonna combo the crap out of you like that. You can't give him the horizontal combos. Oh shit. Pivot fair. That was almost definitely an accident. That was good. Levin could have teched in place there.
Oh my God!
Armada didn't come into Fox and say, yeah, it's all figured out. I'm just going to do what everybody else does. Armada said, no, this can happen. I can do it every time. I'm going to do it.
Armada guesses a lot. TBH. Armada deleting Levin. Rip Levin. Anyway, I want to finish this set. Same TBH fam. Travis is doing way better this game though. I think it's because he's being really aggressive. I got the tech chase. I didn't get the... I need to not get the first hit there. I mean... Yeah, I need to not get the second. Jared, be quiet. You're wrong. No, I haven't gotten any flight details. They haven't said shit. And I'm sort of wondering because it's like... It's like 10 days from now? I'm kidding, Jared. It's okay. Yeah, it's like 9 days or something. I'm like, what? I'm wondering if we're gonna... Hey, I analyzed my Falco play. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like it's not even real. I'm like, yo, it's like a week away. Like, this is scary. Oh, I missed the fastball. So here, you have to fastball right there. Alright, let's see this last stock. I remember I'm doing running shines a lot just to practice the mango thing. Yep. Good luck, Jared. My Fox is not real. You're right. Yeah, this is pretty good. Wait for the tech jump. Shine spike him. Could have Armada shined if I wanted. You just dash dance right there. Jared, let's play later. Good luck. Don't be a buster. Alright, this set wasn't too bad. I guess it could have been worse, could have been better. Me playing Marvel? Sick. When was the last time I played Twitch? Like BMR? It's been a while since I played Twitch. NC and Georgia are not the best friends right now. It feels like. Not really sure if that's gonna change. I could watch some streamed matches actually. I don't know if I should watch tournament or if I should watch... Yeah, I mean, I love orange. The problem with a lot of these tournament matches, even though this is a John, it's like people were talking directly behind me and I was like extremely distracted for a large portion of most of these games. So that was really annoying. I should probably watch it anyway. Just suck it up. Even though I know I wasn't focused. That's just part of the game. I don't want to watch Shots Fired, mostly because I actually watched it. And it was a lot of dumb stuff happened, to be honest. I don't really know how I feel about it. Mewtwo King got away with a lot of shit, like he always does. He just like does a lot of bad things, but the way Mewtwo King does them is like really hard to deal with, honestly. Yeah, Hacks is definitely a goofball. That's a good word. Hacks does some shit, for better or for worse. He's doing some shit. Yeah, I don't know. Hacks like does some really bad things, honestly. He just also does some really good things. I mean, yeah, I'm not against attending an MVG event or something. I'm just trying to give my hands a break. Give me just a second. I'm probably going to watch a bit of this set and then stop streaming. Hopefully play Melee later. I actually didn't play Melee at all yesterday for the first time in forever. I was proud of myself. 1 second though. Wow, questionable life choices by Carter. Okay, anyway. It's just RNG. Man, I don't know where to strike. Yeah, I think Hacks would suck versus your Sheik too. I think Hacks is only good versus like... It's weird. He's really good versus certain types of Sheiks, but I think he's not that good versus how like you and I try to play Sheik. Just IMO. Chat should... Who wins on Fountain? Fox or Falco? I can't figure it out. I ended up playing on Fountain, and I never liked playing on Fountain. I need an opinion. Oh god. I thought I'd shine him first. I think I delayed my decision to shine too much. Oh no, quality reduction. I want the 720. I don't know. I was just trying it. I didn't know if Ian would... I was just curious. Like, a lot of the times it's me experimenting one. Like, I just want to see how it feels. Because, like, I struck... He struck first, and he struck FD. And then I struck probably Dreamland and Battlefield. Because I wanted to see if he would go to Fountain or not. Because I wanted the chance to actually play on Fountain. Because, like, if I don't play it, I'm not going to know how I feel about it, right? I'm trying to power shield, mess up my power shield. This is important. I shouldn't miss these. You can even see my shield come up for a frame. Messed up. Messed up again. Yeah, that's the main reason I strike treatment. Sometimes I don't feel like dealing with random people camping. I always do that back there. Yeah, I get really annoyed when I miss power shields too. I'm not... Alright, see you, dude. I don't know. I need to find a way to make sure I'm consistent at power shielding. Because, like... Or at least, like, knowing how likely it is that I'm going to get the power shield. If I just ran up and shielded there, I could have killed him. I went for... I missed my shine. That would have been fine. Should have hit my shine. Sure. Sure. This is fine. I didn't react. I haven't... Yeah, Z power shielding seems really good fly. Just in the context of, like, you know the projectile is coming at you from, like, far away, etc. Like, there's no reason not to Z power shield there. But I haven't practiced it. I've considered using headphones, but, like, I don't mind random noise. I just hate when specifically, like, people are talking directly behind me. It's so annoying. But, like, I don't practice with headphones, so I don't really want to play with them. Oh, I up smashed and he just texts it. I guess I should have grabbed, but I wanted the up. I guess I just can't up smash there. It's too big a risk. I would have to practice with the headphone setup though. Yeah, and that's like a hassle. I have to set them up every single time. Like, I'd have to set them up every single friendly session. I don't know. Maybe I should, but... I also like hearing the crowd. I don't know, it's weird. Good bait. I was so slow on that. Yeah, exactly, because, like, you want to talk to the person you're practicing with, right? So I'd have to, like, dedicate time. It's just awkward. I don't know. I was so slow on that. Wait, was it because he ledge canceled? Is that why I was slow? That's so stupid. Yeah, he literally ledge canceled there, so I timed it wrong. Smash DI Falco combos, it's very different for each character and each situation. I think up airing there actually shortened my jump. Yeah, up airing definitely shortened my jump on the first one. That was a problem. I reacted really slow. Oh no, I messed up. Oh no, I didn't mean a fair. I just meant a nair, probably. Talk to each other in the headsets. Yeah, I know. Because it shortens your jump, but I don't know if I didn't mean to, obviously. I'm just realizing now that that's what happened. Good, good. Oh, I was slow on that. So this is fine. And then I probably should have walked under him and up tilted, but I thought I could get it before he teched. Again, I need this freaking not get the first hit. I could have just up tilted, honestly. A lot of my combos are bad because I'm trying to do the combos I've seen people do, not my own combos. I dashed into the dare there. I probably should just wait and react. I'm just hoping he won't do anything. Like right here, I'm just hoping he won't do anything before I up air. Which is common because people just wait, but... I missed that. That was bad. I think I messed up. I didn't mean to dash. I probably meant to do something else. Oh, I was slow there. This is frustrating to watch. It's like a lot of slow reactions and misjudgments. Shouldn't have up B stalled. Should have just jumped up with an in nair or something, or just ledge dashed. Why did I get hit there? So I ledge dashed nared, and then, oh, I just dashed back in too early and got clipped. I should have probably full hopped at that range. Full hopping is pretty good there. That was a bad nair. Whatever. Okay, yeah, so here I should have up smashed him the first time. Right here, but I reacted slow, and then this time I was like, alright, fuck it. People don't do that. On the tech end, they always shine again when they could just up smash. That's pretty important. Takes me to battlefield, that's fine. I was hoping he would spot dodge. I probably could have just done something better. Oh well. Sometimes Thunder's combo works though, and it's like great when it works. Which is so stupid. Shut up, Sleepy. Man, I'm actually surprised he landed on the platform there. Good. Oh, this time I thought he might land. I guess he didn't land this time. That's so dumb. Okay. Oh. God dang it. I'm missing a lot of stuff. At least I see what I'm missing though, so I can work on it. Okay, like here I knew what to do. I just didn't execute right. Like I shouldn't have pivoted. I definitely just throw out the thunders, which is bad. I didn't used to do that. Oh, I actually got this one. Oh, could I back air there? That would have been sick if I could. I probably could have... that's hard to call. I might have been able to back air him actually, and that would have been sick. And I missed my fucking... Yeah, I don't drift all the way forward before daring, even though I'm trying to. Again, I haven't practiced it. Because I don't usually like it. But I feel like I should learn. So here, what I probably could have done is either just back air immediately, or... I was too focused on the falling up airs. God dang it. I keep trying to do this falling up air nonsense that isn't necessary sometimes. I also keep getting nared out in the corner. Could I have just shielded? Yeah, I could have shielded that on reaction. I'm just being bad. That was good pressure. I am not taking note. Well, I mean, in my head I am. But I don't practice. See, this is the problem. I can't practice Fox because it'll hurt my hands. I will try to remember. I usually just remember. Oh, that was sick. Look at this. This was sick. I like baited him and then shield drop under him. Oh, I went for an up B read. That's not the worst, but was not necessary. Got him. And then I up aired here because I knew he was survival DIing and I thought it would kill on survival DI. Probably still should have just back aired, but it's cool to know that that kills right there. Yeah, I'm actually taking good care of my hands outside of Smash. With a mixer and 2 headsets. Yeah, I've been taking a lot of breaks. I've been stretching them. I've been careful with them. Oh, cool. Thanks, dude. Not sure how to pronounce your name, but thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been careful with my hands and I've been taking breaks. I'm hoping I can play Fox again, so I'm being super careful. I still need to take better care of them though. I need to find more things to do to make sure they stay okay. Because my Fox is still playing slow-mo for now while I get my hands ready again. Thunder's combo? Thunder's combo? I probably could have just up smashed off that wave shine, honestly. Oh, this is bad. I need to react to the fact that he didn't DI to land on the platform. So right here, I go for the grab. Be aware of how I use the computer. Okay. I've been like using the computer less in general, which is probably helping. Also modify my FAP strats. Thanks, Sleepy. But yeah, I need to react to the DI there and not just full jump, because I can just up smash him there. But lots of people tech in place there, which they shouldn't. Definitely meant to up tilt, not jab. Fucking savage destruction, mate. Meant to up tilt, get the tech chase. Oh. I'm looking for the third falling up air. I could have just comboed. So this was good. And then I could just dash off and like bear and air him. The shine was kind of sick, actually. Good awareness. I didn't shine on reaction. Well, I'm doing the up airs because like I said, I'm trying to learn them because this isn't something I've ever done before. So I'm just gonna spam it every single time. I think that's like the easiest way to learn something. You just do it every single time until you get it down, or you figure out where. So right here, I jumped backwards in case he up Bs, and then I tried to shine here on reaction, which is pretty hard, but I think I could have done it. I think that's a pretty guaranteed coverage, probably. I think I jumped a little too late, though. I messed up my shield drop. Tried to shield drop again. Nice snare over his snare. Yeah, that's pretty good. I should have grabbed. I should have grabbed. I thought he might drift into me, and the drift is pretty hard to react to. So I crouched there so I don't get back aired, and then I could have just ran forward and punished, but I went for shine because I thought up tilt. I went for grab. Up tilt. That reaction's obviously slow. I don't react that slow usually. Shut up, Sleepy. I'm gonna kill you. JK. That was good. Pengy had mod forever ago. I did not mod him. I could unmod him if you want. I don't know how he got mod in the first place. You guys are all trolling me. Stupid trolls. See, I don't actually do the snare usually. I usually full hop over and back air them. I think I'm overzealous in tournament. It's the best description. This time the back air. Almost perfect. Yeah, I should just mod all of you, TBH. I could have F-tilted that pretty easily. I think I tried to. Oh. Dang it. I should have just done. I'm trying to cover more options. So here, I know I could have just down smashed, but I wanted to account for like a shorten. So I was trying to do like run off and then do some sort of shine or something like that. Like I was trying to cover more options. Like I want to cover as many things as possible, right? So I was trying it out. I know I could have just down smashed, but that's not the point. I don't think I could have set up a bear though. Like watch. It would have been hard. I probably could have. Plus, he can side B below the bear, I'm pretty sure. Unless you mean bear off stage. Definitely did not mean a dash attack. I see the double shine, so I just up smash him. Oh, okay. In many different, yeah. Run off dare. Yeah, there's a lot of. You're talking about on the left side, right? Because. Unless it was a different time. It was probably an earlier time. Probably had lots of chances. It was probably earlier than this. Whatever. I will find it later. Missed the power shield. I know I'm trying to power shield right there. Missed my shine. This sucks. Oh, I actually hit my power shield. Finally. Man, I reacted to the DI that time, but he landed on the platform. I should have known he would have landed on the platform, but I was just trying to react because I messed it up the other time. Up tilt. Try to react with grab. Up tilt's way easier, but the grab's a lot better sometimes, I think. God dang it. This is impossible. Oh, that was a good back air by him. That was a good side B. I probably didn't mean to charge it. I'm surprised. I never mean to charge things there. Oh, come on. This is frustrating to watch. Could have dashed and grabbed that one. Okay, nice. Oh, I need to practice, but it hurts my hands to practice. This is the dilemma. I wouldn't have missed that like 3 years ago. Missed my power shield and CH. Should have fucking gotten that tech chase. I think I've just gotten frustrated by missing the tech chases. Oh, that was pretty good actually. I made sure to actually react this time. So I actually did react on that one. And I've just given up. I'm like, fine, I'm just gonna up tilt. So after that slide off, that's like where West Ball's fucking side B's every time. I should just be ready for it. Good shield drop. I like that wave dash out of shield. That's good. Okay. Because if he hit my shield, I would have just stayed in shield stun and that would have been okay. Man, this time I was... Yeah, I could have gotten a flying over. Goddamn. This time I thought he would smash the eye, so I just waited. Wow, I can't believe that downer hit me. What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, I agree. What do you think I should do there? Because it is hard to cover both side Bs. So I dropped through to cover the other one, but like I could just go for the read because like I know West Balls will do that fast side B every time, while someone like Mango might not. But I don't want to have to do that. Oh, I actually reacted with grab. No, I have tilted slow. Yeah, okay. So I should probably read it either with an immediate drop through bear or just doing what I did. Yeah, so I dropped, yeah, exactly. Dang it, that's annoying, but you're probably right. So versus West Balls, just drop through bear immediately, every time. I got caught here. This was bad. So I could have just shielded, but I tried to dash out of the way. I think shielding was way safer. Alright, he's dead. There's some good stuff here, though. There's just also a lot of bad stuff. Ooh, that was pretty cool. I was slightly slow there. Oh, am I actually covering options? Oh, I actually fucking did it. Good job. In tournament, too. It still wasn't perfect, but... Tech chase. Yep, tech chase. Delayed nair. You jump off shine. Didn't even true combo, but... I think it's because I did the nair wrong. And his DI wasn't perfect for it. I think I needed to be deeper in him. I should have delayed the yeah, I think I needed to delay the short hop. Right. It's so weird because I know normally I do these things. Nah. Okay. Not bad. Not great either. True combos. Craig has them. Okay. Not bad. Learned some stuff about what I do wrong in tournament. I noticed this first Hungry Box too. I mix up shielding and crouching get up attacked. I assume you mean right. Wait for it. Right here. I mix up shielding and crouching. It depends. Essentially, I could do both on. I could do shield on reaction or crouch and cover all the options, but so I try to do that. But I also just sort of read them. So like if I think they're more likely to get up attack, I crouch. If I think they're less likely to get up attack, I go for the shield reaction. But yeah, I learned a lot about what I do wrong. One thing I noticed is I think I rely on running shine a lot more in tournament than I normally do. Like specifically, I running shine in situations where I have a guaranteed grab punish, but because it feels ambiguous, I don't want to take the risk. And I don't know how to set up any emote stuff, Sleepy. I don't know anything about anything related to Twitch. Feels samey, man. God dang it. God dang it. Okay. I need to put them in. But alright. Thank you for watching, everyone who watched. I think I'm gonna get my day actually started now. Probably gonna play later. Doubt I'll be streaming it, but it's okay. I'm sure Armada will be streaming or something, and everyone's gonna go watch him. Yeah, you should tell me how to set stuff up. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully it was fun. Bye, guys. Turn off the stream. You found a true combo? Okay, I'll wait for this. What's the true combo? Hold up. True combo, guys. True combo. Dude, I'm just sitting here waiting. Stupid Twitch delay. I'm just waiting. I have to know the true combo. Downer shields, fake chat. True combo. Hold up. That one's pretty good. Wait, was this one recorded? If it was recorded, you should link me. All right, done streaming, guys. But you guys should learn your true combos from Plup. He has the best true combos. You guys don't know. All right, see you.